so excited.
It's time for Two Guys and a Goalie with Dustin Nielson, Matt Kassian, and the goalie, Joaquin Gage.
12:01 on Two Guys and a Goalie, presented to you by GS Construction. And we got the whole crew together. Look at this guy gracing us with his presence. Cass, what's up, buddy?
He's just in the neighborhood.
Your tie looks terrific. You should have told us. Gage and I could have.
We could all dressed up. Yeah, because we're playing GM today. So I was like, since we're playing GM, just trying to get that mindset right.
Yeah, that's why I wore my Coolbet
t-shirt.
Same type of thing. Same type of thing there. And we got Gager on the middle mic. Gager, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good.
Wait, that's not working. Yeah, I got my computer up there, I think, Nanzo. There we go.
Check. 1, 2.
No, it's coming through here. I got him on this side.
No.
I got him on this side.
Technical difficulties.
Hello?
Yeah, we're good?
There we are.
There.
Look at that. Bringer of water and board fixer.
This is why YouTube Jem's been around for... Hernan, did you fix it? Was it you?
I'd say it's a dual effort.
Yeah.
I knew the fader. He just put it up a little bit.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not bad then. That's, you know what? Everybody works together here at Edmonton Sports Talk to make sure things go right. Two Guys and a Goalie, brought to you by GS Construction, setting the industry standard for 50 years with quality, efficiency, safety, driving their success. GS Construction has a foundation built on teamwork, and now they want you to become a part of the team. Check them out, www.gsconstruction.ca, or click Ready to Work on their website, or just go to Indeed.ca. And with the Next Up Person program at GS Construction, it's not just a job, it is a career. Cass, this is the last we're going to see of you for a little while.
bit.
Hey,
Gone for a week.
Yeah. Nice little vacation plan.
A little break.
For the Kassian. All of you, the whole crew?
The whole crew's going.
Extended family too?
No.
Oh, just the family.
Just the family.
Oh, that's nice to get away then.
That's a business trip.
Break. Yeah, business trip. Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be very relaxing with 3 daughters.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Lots of pool time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last night we got the kids to bed a little bit early. And I got my prep done early, and it was like I looked at the clock and it was 9:25, and I was completely done down everything. I was like, "Oh my god!" I almost bought that college football video game and played it
Just
for
about for 20 minutes. Yeah.
Instead, I went and talked to my wife for like 25 minutes and then went to bed.
That's the responsible thing to do.
I know,
yeah.
but everybody says so many good things about that game, and I haven't gamed in like a year. I was like, maybe I'll just create a player and try to get recruited. A lot of fun. Hey, are you, Cass, you played Fortnite, right?
Yeah.
Do you still dabble in Fortnite once in a while?
I don't have much time.
Okay. Because Trev is fired up. Because on Friday, they're releasing like OG
something.
So are you also slightly fired up?
No, I had no idea. I'll be fired up because he's fired up.
Yeah.
Like, I want to support him.
But you're not going to be playing OG Fortnite on vacation?
No. No.
Okay.
Trev's like nodding his head out there. Yes, it's coming. It's coming.
He's super excited. Hey, it's okay to be excited.
He's very pumped about it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Tommy Gazzola is too.
Do you have a Twitch, Trev, that we can all watch you play?
No Twitch.
He just stays focused.
Okay.
He's got an OnlyFans though.
Yeah. Hasn't told anybody about that one yet.
Yeah. It's got great feet.
All right, it's Two Guys A Goalie, presented by GS Construction. We are going to build Team Canada today. Got a bunch of lists. We'll put that together. Hired or fired, we will get to as well. But the Edmonton Oilers do play the Golden Knights tonight. Coming off, I think, their best road win of the year for sure against Colorado. They're going to run it back again unless something changed this morning. And I guess it's still a little bit earlier there than here. So let us know. You can text us 780-218-9999 or hit us up over on the Nasty Chat as well. And I look at the Nasty Chat, and Spency 5 Cents, he says, Dusty's posture game can't much match Cass and Gage right now. I mean, I guess I am. I don't know. I look so small on the video.
Your chair is just lower.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that
chair.
must be what it is. Cass looks like such a mountain of a man.
Well, I'm still bad posture. If I'm sitting all the way
Yeah, but
straight, all the way straight,
you look
I'm
like
up
the
here.
mountain from Game of Thrones right now. On the thing. I just rewatched Game of Thrones again. Epic battle between brothers in that final. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Yeah,
I still think the Battle of the Bastards is one of the best with Bolton and
that was
Jon Snow.
a great episode. Like rewatching it again, I've rewatched it like 4 times. But when I was sick, I was like, I'll just lay here and rewatch Game of Thrones again. 5 or 6 amazing episodes, like just incredible episodes that you'll never forget. Like,
I've got a show for you guys that you might like. If you're into this, like the spy kind of thing.
Okay.
And, Andy Redmayne is. It's called Day of the Jackal.
Day of the Jackal.
Yeah.
Is that based on like old Bruce Willis Jackal? Like same idea?
That book, the Jackal has been in lots of spy books. It's been like I've read probably 3 or 4 that make reference to the Jackal. He's supposedly the best assassin ever, right?
Okay.
So, and I'm not going to give any of it away, but there's 3 episodes. It's week to week, so that sucks. But it's really, really good because it gives the side of the assassin and the people that are trying to catch him too, and it's all set in Europe too, so it's really, really good. Really good.
Did you see what streamer is on?
No, it's just on TV on Showcase.
What's it? A television?
I know.
What's that?
I know. You have to set your PVR.
Wait, are there commercials?
Well, you record it and then zip through it.
But there are still commercials.
Oh yeah.
How?
Yeah.
I cannot remember the last actual television show.
You know what? It's tough because I was watching it and I got sucked into commercials and my wife's go, fast forward. I go, oh, right. Yeah. Because I was like, I got sucked right in. I haven't watched commercials in so long that they were actually appealing
When you
to
guys
me.
watch sports, will you let it run for a bit and then catch up through commercials? Or do you just, because sports are the one that I still try to watch live and I'll just eat the commercials. I'll just be like, whatever. I'll suck it up.
You know what? Here's a trick because you still watch it live is you pause it when you hit the commercials, and then you just wait a minute or 2, and then you fast forward through the commercial, and you
Still just watch the commercial. It wouldn't be the same time.
Well, then you don't have to deal with listening to the commercial.
Oh, so you just pause it so you don't.
Pause, you don't have to deal with it.
Oh wow! So you really hate commercials.
But we're pausing with our chats between. We're pausing a lot because we're all saying, "Did you see Bouchard do that?" or whatever.
Yeah, you're pausing and backing up, and I do that too. Like when I'm watching, it's like, well, especially if I'm going to talk about the stuff for like goals for or against, is like I'll pause it, back it up, watch it a couple times. Sometimes then pull it up on my phone so I can record it on my phone and send it to you guys and complain about everything.
I love when I'm watching and my phone goes beep beep.
He just knows.
My phone's going off. So I'm like, something's happening.
I usually, when games are on, I'm usually putting the kids to bed, and I'll look down at my phone partway through, and I'll just see, why is he laying like that? I'm just like, oh, that's not going good. The group chat basically dictates what's happening. Maddie, I got to know what you were going to say. You were leaning to the mic there.
Well, I was just going to say, like, for the commercials, why not just click mute?
Well, you could do that too.
Yeah, I mean, you could
Like,
do that,
instead of pause and then have to fast forward to get to live.
Yeah,
why not
that's
just
true.
go
You could do
mute?
that too.
Yeah. There's different
you could do
methods.
it. It's just-
Maddie.
yeah,
Jeez.
Same end result. It's the same end result.
I just,
Unless you miss
No,
part
I
of the
mean,
fast forward.
you make a valid point.
I just was curious why you
make
went
a
to
valid
mute. That's
point.
all I was asking. Sorry, Gager.
Curious minds. That's what I was looking at. Gager, what are you expecting against the Golden Knights tonight?
An absolute drubbing of the Edmonton Oilers.
You think so? Really?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you think they're going to take one tonight?
Well, too many days off in Vegas. That's not good. These guys had some fun, I think. Good road trip, going in, feeling good. Probably got the green light. Practice was late yesterday. Yeah, second day after this.
That's a good point.
They are going to get throttled tonight.
Because Sunday night would have been a full go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. And then they all.
but you're playing guilty.
Yeah, but it's okay to play guilty the next night. The second night is when it really gets you.
But if they got it out of their system night 1, recover night 2, maybe go see Cirque du Soleil or something. Well,
like if you and I went out and had to play hockey the next day, we'd both be okay the next day. It's the second day that we would just be god awful.
I mean, you give me a day off. I could sit in the couch all day and I'm awful the next day. Not do anything, cannot move, and I'll be awful.
I just think this lines up to be not a good outing for the Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you like to wager over at Coolbet, Vegas is an underdog right now at home against the Oils, so might want to hop on that. Cass, are you thinking anything different here than Gager? Or?
I'm not factoring that in.
No.
I mean, I think they got to put their big boy pants on. It's not the same as it used to be as far as guys being idiots on the road. Now, I get it's Vegas, but I feel like enough of the guys, it's a veteran team. They've been to Vegas enough times now where it's not like...
Yeah, but it's still Vegas.
Yeah.
They've been a one-man wolf pack for 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't buy that. I think it's going to be a good game. I think Vegas is going to push. They had a loss. They're trying to hold on to that top spot in the division. Edmonton starting to do things better and better and better. Starting to play better on the road, starting to win games like we want them to win games, like not just kind of squeaking by, but like playing well.
Yeah.
And playing more complete. The last couple of games they've managed to do it a few times. So I don't know. I don't think it's a gong show, Gager. I disagree. But
you said an old-fashioned drubbing.
Yeah. So like what? 8-1, 9-1, 10-1.
Mail it in and get home for Columbus on Friday. Thursday,
Columbus is no pushover now.
No. Let's see what they do tonight.
5-6-1 I would say.
All right.
So everybody be blaming Skinner tonight.
Oh,
Even though all the guys were out.
Yeah. He'll probably, the shots will be like 15-1 after the 7 minutes, and then we'll start blaming Skinner.
Skinner saw how things were trending on Sunday and was like, I better go back to the room.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a busy Tuesday night. All right. Let's stick with Skinner for a second, because I have his numbers here from the last 4 games. The Minnesota game was not good, but the other 3 games actually played pretty well. What was that? Did you guys hear that?
That was Matty.
Oh, Matty messing around over there. All right, so against Ottawa, they won 5-2. He stopped 27-29. Minnesota, 21-26, 8-8. They lost 5-3.
They were horrible.
They should have lost that game 7-0. Like, he stopped 32-34 against the Rangers and 27-28 against Colorado. Finding his game, hot streak. What do you guys think?
Finding his game, I think, for the most part. And there's been better performances around him. The huge 5-bell defensive breakdowns aren't as often. And I like where his game is. I said it this morning, Dusty. I think a little bit of Calvin Pickard, the way he's playing, has lit the fire with Stuart Skinner a little bit. You get your partner start playing well. There's that healthy competition. There was a little bit of back and forth. He plays one, Skinner plays one, and I like it. I think a lot of the pucks hitting him right in the crest. That's where he's a positional goalie. When you watch Stuart Skinner, and if you want to know if he's playing well, he's making saves with his sternum more than anything else, because it's just hitting him. Yeah.
Well, we all know I'm a huge Skinner apologist, and I get lit up for it all the time. Not so much on this show, but more
some
on
of my favorite post-game chats,
pre and post, where people are just losing their minds and like, how could he not stop that backdoor tap in on a third rebound? Yeah, like,
I lost it when I went into the Oilers Twitter account. People were ripping him for the first goal, or the only goal that the Avs scored.
Well, it's the thing. Like, it's just people get a little ridiculous. Like Again, there's been moments this season he hasn't been as good as we'd like.
Yep, 100%.
There's been moments where he hasn't been as good as he would like, and he probably would say that. He has said it. But like for me, I'm like, Stuart Skinner didn't forget how to play goalie heading into the season. The team has had moments where they have provided no run support. That moments like that Minnesota game you pointed out where it's like, yeah, the game should have been 7-0 and people are still losing it, blaming it on Skinner. I'm like, well, did the Oilers score any goals to help the situation? No, they didn't. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I actually had a quick conversation before we got in here with Reed about, and we'll get into the 4 nations, where I'm like, I still think there's an outside chance. There's an outside chance that Stuart Skinner makes that roster.
Tried to make a case for him yesterday.
I would make a case for it too. And people will rip me to shreds and bah humbug, whatever. But you goalie Scrooges can just shove it. And is he turning around? Yes. Has the team actually finally started doing good things around him? Yes. And so it's kind of a combination of a couple things, I would say.
All right, it's 2 guys and a goalie. You can text us anytime, 780-218-9999. Dudley texts in and says, the Day of the Jackal streams on Amazon Prime.
Does it really?
So he's maybe past seasons or something. Maybe the
no. This is the first season.
Okay. Well, he says he sees it on Amazon Prime. So
there you go.
Something to know over there.
It is good, man. It's the first show. I mean, most of everything that we watch is all streaming, right? And you have a few episodes at least. And I just my wife last night was like, I can't do this anymore because my memory doesn't work well enough at a week at a time. and it doesn't. I have to like basically recap the whole what's happened up to, because she wants it laid out, like what's going on every second, and if it jumps a little bit, she goes, "Did I miss something?" I go, "No, I think it's just going." So it's
you know what? That's one of my huge pet peeves.
oh my god, it's terrible.
The worst when it's like she's you're trying to watch a show together with your spouse or partner, and it's like then she's got her phone up and she's on the TikToks,
and you're both watching it for the first time,
right?
Yeah,
and she's on TikToks or she's on whatever, and then she's just like, "Oh, what? Like, what's happening?" And you're just like, "Come on!" And she's not bad for it; she's pretty good, but sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to have to either explain.
I saw something on, maybe it was TikTok, maybe it was something else, but it was a guy made like a PowerPoint that they put above the TV for his grandma, so she could read the PowerPoint to figure out what was going on in the show, so he didn't have to answer
He
the
was
questions.
writing, and it was like, on a projector.
above the TV.
That's great.
Which is a legendary move, man. Like
that was good.
Hey, you just
That was
helping out
pretty
grandma.
good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I got a bone to pick here with Del.
Beyond
Because I'm sitting here in the same Edmonton Sports Talk hat and T-shirt. Like, well, now I got like 7 Coolbet T-shirts I rotate through. But Cass is sitting here in a tie. He goes, "I got a small criticism of Cass. Make the tie a different color from the shirt." And I was like, "You're criticizing this guy who's dressed so well."
It is a different color than this shirt. I mean,
Yeah,
you
because
probably
the shirt's got a little bit of blue in it.
It's
right?
got blue. It's got
It's a nice
got
shirt,
green.
actually.
Is that green? That's green.
You're seeing green?
Yeah.
From here, I'm seeing blue.
I think it's a light. It's blue and like a gray check.
Or it's blue and green.
You're green, Gager. This is green.
Well, yeah. It's not easy being green.
Whatever.
Anyway, I think you look terrific.
I mean, and you can't.
And we classify that as a skinny tie, right?
It is a skinny tie. You gotta have a solid tie. I mean, you got a patterned shirt, solid tie.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, I guess you don't go pattern shirt, pattern tie.
Listen, Jack
unless
Michaels.
Done that a few times.
well, you can. It's just got to be a very different pattern. Like, so if you have a small pattern like this, you got to have a really big pattern, right?
Yeah.
So you can mix that. That's fine. That's
Okay.
allowed. At least that's what
But
my
you
wife
can't go
tells me.
small pattern. Like
No,
back to
back to back small patterns. No, you got to have a big pattern if you do a pattern.
Millwood's Matt texts in and says, "Guys, whenever I do that to my spouse when they're watching a show, I get the response, 'I'm not taking questions.' Hey, I'm trying to watch a show over here." So that's a tough one. All right, so we are going to go through a little assignment today, and we are going to put together our Team Canada, try to come to a consensus on this of what our 4 lines, our 13th forward, our 3 D pair, and our 3 goaltenders would look like. I guess we'll start between the pipes and work our way out from there. I know Pierre LeBrun has said that Binnington and Hill are for sure going to be on the team, but we're not trying to guess this team. We're trying to put together our own team. So, Gager, you're the goalie here on Two Guys and a Goalie, presented to you by GS Construction. Where do you start between the pipes on this team? Are you a Binnington or Hill guy to be the number one, or?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's either Binnington or Hill to start. There's no exhibition games or anything like that?
I don't think so. I think you just read into it.
I think it's going straight in. So I think they're going to select Binnington, Hill. You know, I don't know if Stuart Skinner kind of gets in there or not.
I think he gets in.
There's a good chance.
Let me give you some other names, Gager.
Okay.
I wrote down the following names: Skinner, Talbot, Logan Thompson, Samuel Montembeault, Marc-Andre Fleury. Unless there's some other names you guys have as well.
I'm sentimental with the Fleury pick, I think. You know, and it probably won't happen. Montembeault kind of makes sense being a younger guy, but he's still shell-shocked. I think Stuart Skinner's the safest bet. Then you got 2 guys that have won and 1 guy's that's been to the final. If it's not Marc-Andre Fleury, it's Stuart Skinner.
That's kind of where I land too, where I'm like, you got 2 guys that have won a cup fairly recently, and then you have a third that was within a goal of winning the cup recently. And that's where that makes sense to me, where I think there's a case there. He has been playing better. Now the Montembeault one could be the pick. Like that could end up being. And I think Talbot would have an outside chance too.
Yeah.
That being said, he's hurt.
Yeah.
Right. He's banged up. And so it's like, okay, with banged up goalie, are you going to take a chance? Or do you name him, and if he's not ready, you kind of go, okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
there's got to be some room there, right?
Yeah, room if a guy's injured, with like maybe Skinner as a backup to the backup. I don't know. But I again, huge Skinner apologist, completely biased. I'll wear that. I'll own it. And I think he's your third guy.
All right, here are some numbers for some of these guys so far this year. If you're going to sit here today and say, well, the case against Skinner is he's got an 887 save percentage, 309 goals against average. All right, if we're just going off of numbers this year, probably should be Logan Thompson as the number 1 guy.
He's 10-1-1 with Washington. He's got a 911 save percentage, 256 goals against average. So I'm just saying, if you're just going to simply try to put this team together based on numbers and save percentage this season, then Logan Thompson makes a pretty good case for himself. Aiden Hill, who apparently is going to be on this team, has an 894 save percentage. Jordan Binnington, who already apparently is on the team, has an 899 save percentage. Stuart Skinner has an 887. None of these guys are rolling Carey Price numbers from or Roberto Luongo or anything like that. So, I mean, Cam Talbot has a 915. He would be the best one out of this whole bloody group. I mean, he's by far. I'm trying to look at who else would. Yeah, I mean,
that's it.
Marc-Andre Fleury actually has a 905, which is better than the three guys that we might be putting on.
How many games?
Small sample size. He's played 6 games, but he's 5-0-1.
Yeah.
So he hasn't lost yet this year and has a save percentage better than any of the guys that we're kind of putting on the team. I think I'd probably go Marc-Andre Fleury.
Yeah.
The guy's not going to play anyway.
He might, though.
You think so?
Well, judging by the save percentages, he might.
Yeah. I mean, if Hill or Binnington.
Anyone can falter. But
would you be okay? Let's say Binnington gets hurt, Hill sucks in a game, and you have to go to Marc-Andre Fleury to win this tournament.
Yep.
I think I'd be okay with it too. Behind a really good team, I think he'd be just fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, well, with the D-men that we're going to be putting out there, all these guys have to do is be good. They don't have to be great.
All right,
I think.
So for us, does this come down to Marc-Andre Fleury and Stuart Skinner?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys already just said who it is.
Well, I was going to do a hand-up vote.
Well, yeah, but you already are both like, yeah.
But you never know. All right, hands up if you're voting for Stuart Skinner.
Surprise.
Wait.
Nope.
No, okay, hands up if you're voting for Marc-Andre Fleury. All right, we're going to make Marc-Andre Fleury our third goalie.
All right.
Sorry, Cass.
It's not going to happen. You guys are wrong.
It's because I want him to rest for the...
Skinner needs all the rest he can get.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on the blue line. I mean, we got some locks here. So Cale Makar will be on the team. Top pair, right side, let's just say. You take his D partner in Colorado?
Easy.
I think so, yeah.
Easy.
All right, so
you run them both.
that's a
There's
consensus.
familiarity
Yeah.
there. They're both really good. You not have two guys that aren't going to adjust to each other and know how to play together. So, yeah.
Easy peasy, Taves
Easy.
and Makar. Okay, other names I've got sitting here in front of me. Bouchard, Dougie Hamilton, Josh Morrissey, Pietrangelo, Shea Theodore, Mackenzie Weegar, Owen Power. Montour's having a nice season. Some people are saying, well, Drew Doughty might be healthy by then, and you throw a veteran guy like Drew Doughty into the mix there as well. If I'm missing anybody that you think could be in contention, hit us up over in the Nasty Chat or fire us a text at 780-218-9999. Cass, which of those names I just mentioned you think have to be on this team?
Have to be on the team? Morrissey has to be on the team.
Yeah.
Has to be on the team. I will fight both of you if you say otherwise.
No, my hand is up.
Yeah, like you can't not have Morrissey on it. Like with the season he's having, season Winnipeg's having, he has to be on there.
You know what's weird is and maybe it's just because they're having a great season, so it won't be a debate now. But like in the summer, there were some rosters out there that didn't have him on it, and I was like, this seems kind of weird.
Yeah.
to me.
It was automatic. I thought that was automatic.
Yeah.
Like
To me,
second pairing. That's because you knew Makar, maybe you thought Pietrangelo, but yeah, with Taves, it's plug and play, and these guys know exactly. They've played together for how many years now? 4 years together or something like that. So yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Okay, so what do we think about Shea Theodore and Pietrangelo together?
See, I
love that
Two
too.
Golden Knights.
Yeah, but yeah, maybe. But does Shea Theodore move the needle enough for you guys? Like he's one that I'm like, I have him on the bubble because even when I look at stylistically how players play, I'm like, how would Morrissey, Pietrangelo look together?
Oh yeah, I mean,
God.
so you're viewing Morrissey as an upgrade on Theodore, and then
On
you just play him next.
Theodore.
I mean that's not a bad
playing
idea.
next to Pietrangelo, and I know it's like okay, we're taking two guys that don't play together, both Vegas Golden Knights, but I'm like Pietrangelo, he has some offensive capacity, but mean, big, plays unbelievable in the defensive zone. Morrissey plays unbelievable in the defensive zone, but can kind of do it all. And I'm like, that's such a well-rounded pairing if you have them there. And it just Theodore, I'm just kind of like he's a good defenseman, but I don't know. Like, is he a lock for you guys?
Okay, well, I like him. I don't necessarily think he's a lock. Like, I'm here for the discussion.
Yeah.
On Theodore. I'm going to put him over on the side here because I do think there's more of a.
Now, do you guys, to go to the Pietrangelo thing, do you guys think Pietrangelo's a lock for this team on the right side?
Yeah. He's mean. He's really, really good.
Really
big body.
experienced.
I'm thinking penalty kills. He's out there like it. I mean, you can put anyone out there really, but I just think he's
Kind of like the Shea Weber from the Olympic team type of thing. Like, different player, but
he's
definitely more of a veteran than some of these other guys.
Definitely out
Cash,
there.
you don't think he's a lock either?
Pietrangelo?
Yeah.
I think he's a lock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, so do I. So, okay. So we're going to maybe move some guys around depending on who else we have on this team. So if we say right now, Makar, Taves, Morrissey, Pietrangelo are 4 guys that we all are unanimously putting on this team. So then we need 3 more, which brings us back around to Dougie Hamilton, who has 21 points in 28 games on a really good New Jersey team this year, playing just over 20 minutes a night. Shea Theodore, which we've already sort of discussed is maybe not a lock, but could be on this team. Evan Bouchard, who Craig Button on our show this morning said he doesn't think anybody else in the league knows how good Evan Bouchard is. When I said, like outside of McDavid, who else gets on this team? He goes, I just don't understand how anybody wouldn't have Evan Bouchard on this team. So you've got Evan Bouchard in there. You got Mackenzie Weegar. You got Owen Power.
Yeah.
Who's the next guy? Who's the 5th guy that we put on this team? We can go left or right side, and then we can fix it around that if we want.
Obviously, someone wasn't using that band that you put on your pickleball racket, and it came flying out and hit Craig Button in the head. Because I don't see Evan Bouchard making this team. Just his style of play. You've already got guys that are just as good or better at that position. The Drew Doughty one is interesting to me.
Like, he hasn't played.
I know, but
Like what? He comes back and plays for a week, and you're going to throw him on that team?
I might.
No. I'm gonna throw a name out there.
Okay, give us the name.
The one that I have, and you mentioned him already, but I kind of have for me where I think about that third pairing and third pairing on the right side. So let me know what you guys think of this. I would have Mackenzie Weegar there.
Yeah, I mean, I had him on the list.
To me, I'm like, he's the next one I'm picking, and I get that. I don't think anyone knows how good Bouchard is. I'm like, Bouchard makes huge, big mistakes, and he's an offensive guy, and you already have Cale Makar. And I'm like, if I'm thinking third pairing, guy that's going to do some penalty killing, you need to play responsible defensively. Now Weegar can do that. He also can chip in offensively. Was it 20 goals last year? I think Weegar hit. So he can shoot, but to me, I'm just like, he is so well-rounded, his game, and on that right side, I love having him there. I know we hate the Calgary Flames here in Edmonton, but to me, I think we're doing Mackenzie Weegar a disservice by not having him on that, in the top 6.
I'm just thinking of some other right shot guys. So you mentioned Mackenzie Weegar.
Yep.
Dougie Hamilton. What about Ekblad or Parayko? I know people have linked Parayko a little bit just because of who's picking this team.
Yeah.
But what about Ekblad? I mean, he just won a Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
I mean, high pedigree for a long time. Ekblad's season so far, 13 points in 25 games, +6, playing over 23 minutes a night. Basically the same kind of stat line as Mackenzie Weegar as well. So, I mean, and that's a tough debate. And then we're still throwing Bouchard. Well, it doesn't sound like you guys are throwing Bouchard in there. So,
what? I mean, this is probably not a popular pick, but just the way he's playing, has Darnell Nurse popped into the conversation at all for you guys?
Not for me. Rashog said yesterday, I think it was Rashog, maybe it was Dreger. Anyway, somebody on the Nielsen show over the last 2 days said that they think Nurse's last 4 weeks put him on the radar.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's gonna.
Okay.
Probably not enough to get there.
No, I don't
enough
think so.
to maybe to have warranted a conversation, but probably not enough to get there. Yeah, I would agree.
I have Weegar on the team for sure.
Well, that's 2, and I don't mind him. So
No, he was it last year or the year before at the World Championships? I don't know if you watched any of that, but he was by far not only probably the best defender, but one of the best players at that tournament. Like he was the best player on Team Canada. He was awesome.
okay, so the 5 defensemen we have right now: Taves, Makar, Morrissey, Pietrangelo, Weegar, and let me just throw this. I'm going to come back around to this. Why don't we just throw Shea Theodore with Alex Pietrangelo
Okay.
and put Morrissey with Mackenzie Weegar?
Okay.
Yep.
Right? Like, I mean, half
Makes
a dozen
sense.
one way, 6 the other.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you keep those guys together, and then for all we know, to be honest with you, Morrissey and Uyghur could end up being their second best D pair. I mean, it's not like we have to put, like,
No, it's not. It's not a true
yeah.
1 through 6.
No.
right?
No.
So we would go Taves, Makar, Theodore Pietrangelo, Morrissey, Mackenzie. Well, that's a good blue line.
That's a pretty good blue line.
Okay, then
now,
who's
who's
the-
your
who's the
extra?
seven?
Yeah, who's your extra?
Who's the 7?
It's-
We've mentioned a
Do you
bunch
go
of names.
young?
Who
Do you
else
go like
I
an
have?
Owen Power?
Oh, that's a good call.
Like a young guy?
So we got Makar already off. These 2 guys are crossed off. Taves is gone. Uyghur's
I like
gone.
Power.
Morris is gone.
But I think it's Douglas Hamilton is coming as your 7th.
Is that what it is? Douglas?
Douglas
Hamilton?
I will not call him Dougie.
Douglas.
Okay, but let me. What about you've got these 6 guys? Number 7 is Drew Doughty, and if you get him
Get
up to
off your
speed-
Doughty high horse. Like, the guy hasn't
but you
played
watch,
this
I know,
season.
but when you watch him play still, he's pretty damn good.
Yeah, he's
Comes
pretty
with a
good.
ton of experience, and if he's your number
Hey,
7, it's no
how
different than
good is
Marc-Andre Fleury.
How good is he this year?
Well, he's been hurt.
He's great at recovering.
Like, so what?
When is he supposed to be back? Do we have a timeline on Drew Doughty?
There's no way. I would be shocked if Doughty's on the roster. Like,
Yeah,
how?
I don't.
You have no idea if he's going to be back. Guy hasn't played a game yet this year. No.
I don't think. Yeah.
So who's your vote, Gager? Who's your vote for?
It's Douglas.
You're going Douglas Hamilton.
Yeah.
Cass, who are you putting into that number 7 spot? You got Owen Power, you got Ekblad, you got Parayko. Brandon Montour's had a nice season. We haven't even mentioned his name.
Yeah.
And they got Evan Bouchard in there as well.
Yeah. Sandheim could be a nice fit too.
You know, I guess
Throwing another
Dougie.
name out there.
I'm just trying to think if something. Oh yeah, Sandheim's name's popped up lately. Actually, I'm just looking at this. Let's just.
Yeah.
Can I make a small case for Bouchard as the number 7?
Go
I
ahead.
know you're not going to
Go
convince.
ahead.
I'm not going to convince you, but if Makar gets hurt in the first game, Evan Bouchard would be a much better power play option
Than Uyghur,
any
who
of these
scored 20 last
yeah,
year?
Yeah,
You
I
think
do.
so?
He's a better power
Yes.
play option than Uyghur, who
Yes.
scored 20 goals
Yes.
last year.
Yes.
And he's a
I
better
do.
option than Morrissey.
As on the power play, yes, I do. I do think Bouchard's a PP wizard.
He is a PP wizard. I mean, that's fair.
That's why I put him
That's
as a
fair.
7.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think Dougie Hamilton's a great choice too. Cass,
I mean, what's the likelihood someone gets hurt? Like, there's going to be no hitting.
It's going to be
I
river hockey.
wonder how.
It's river hockey.
So we're looking at a shinny tournament,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
even with the
skill
the
tournament.
jersey on, even with Canada,
yes.
Canada US. I don't think we'll see a shinny game between Canada. and the United
Not
States.
pure shinny.
No.
Like, there will be hitting, but like guys most likely aren't going to be out there blowing each other up.
Maybe in the finals.
Maybe in the finals.
Trev, who are you yelling about as the number 7 here? Oh, I thought I heard 7, but they're playing 21. Okay.
Oh, dude.
Where do you come out of Dougie Hamilton test?
I don't mind it. I don't mind it. He's had a really good year. So he potentially is
be
a
your
veteran
number
guy.
7.
He could be like, I would be fine with having him as a number 7. I'd be fine with that. I kind of lean Sandheim, but I understand if we don't go that route. So
Gager, your thoughts on Sandheim then?
I think Sandheim's on the team.
Well, then we got to put him on.
then we got to put him on.
Well,
I
no,
would say
'cause,
Sandheim,
He's
yeah.
playing 25 and a half minutes. Or you think he's going to be on?
No, I read or whatever. Someone said that Torts had a thing before practice, and Sandheim, Konechny, and Ristolainen were in the middle, and everyone was putting their sticks up. So it was
So those would be the
yeah,
3
those would be
guys.
the
who are
three.
going
three
to-
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Yeah,
let's
it could
go.
be
Let's go
Sandheim.
Sandheim then, so
Yeah.
we can say we called it.
Yep, it's Sandheim.
Sandheim will be our number 7. His season so far, right in there with all these other guys. I mean, 15 points plus 2, playing 25 and a half minutes a night. That's got to be the most among Canadian defenders. Yes, it is. He's playing. He's playing 35 minutes more a game than Cale Makar. So
Wow.
all right, so there's our blue line: Taves, Makar, Theodore and Pietrangelo, Morrissey and Mackenzie Uyghur, and Travis Sandheim as your number 7. I like it, guys. I think that's a good blue line.
That's a big blue line too.
That's
Yeah,
a,
you look at like the size of those guys as a whole. That's a
There's some
big
pretty
blue line.
good size there.
I'm not losing
Lots of
any sleep if I'm a goaltender with
Yeah.
that blue line.
You know what? Turns out they can start Skinner. Nothing against
my
Stetcher
God.
and the guys here, but
Wow.
all right. We know a bunch of forwards are already going to be on this team. Connor McDavid is on this team. Sidney Crosby is on this team. Nathan McKinnon is on this team. So we can cross those guys off. I guess we have to slot them in where we're going to slot them in. So let's just start here. Connor McDavid. Who plays with Connor McDavid on the top line for Canada? What are you guys looking at?
I had Bennett and Point.
Sam Bennett. Oh, I don't know if we're going to get a unanimous call on that one. Wow. All right.
Sam Bennett.
And Braden Point. So you have Braden Point on the right side, Sam Bennett
Yep.
on the left. Okay. Cass, what do you got? I'm making my 12 spots here. We're going to move some people around.
Sam Bennett.
I think Sam Reinhart. I like Sam
Yeah.
Reinhart possibly up there.
Who do we start there right now? If I'm thinking of guys that would be compatible and play well with him on that, I think Sam Reinhart, guy scores goals, puts the puck, like he scores goals.
He's a goal scorer.
He's a goal scorer.
Now Braden Point might not be there. He's on the team. Points on automatic.
Points.
So.
Points on the team. Yeah, without question.
Let me write down the 12
Yeah.
forwards. Then we'll put them in.
Maybe we should do that. Like,
Yeah. We'll start there.
Part of me goes, does Hagel slide in there on that left side with McDavid?
He's been getting some love. He's had a nice season.
Really
Yeah.
good season. Yeah.
Well, I was going to ask you guys this trivia question. Do you know? Maybe you have it up. Which Canadian forward has scored the second most points in the league this year among Canadian forwards?
Isn't it Hagel?
No, it's Dylan Strome, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Strome.
Dylan Strome's got like 34 points, which is crazy. All right, so McDavid, Crosby, McKinnon, Point, Reinhart. Give me other names of guys who we have to have on this team.
Marner's probably going to be
Marner's
on there.
going to be on the team.
We already had, you said Marchand already?
I did not say Marchand, but I would agree that
Oh,
he's probably
yeah.
on the
I
team.
forgot. I think he's on the team too, right?
Yeah.
Other must-haves.
Shifley.
Shifley with the season he's having. You like him, okay?
I could have put Shifley in that Bennett spot.
Would you have Stone? Is a
Well, according he's hurt right now.
he's
Yeah.
hurt right now too?
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
which is
Stone's always. I don't think you
yeah.
can. I don't
He's
think you
always
can
hurt,
rely
yeah.
on Mark Stone. Like
yeah.
good. Great player, but I mean, who knows?
Who knows?
Like,
Yeah. He could be an an alternative if he's healthy. We'll see.
so, yeah, I mean, the other names that we don't have as must-haves on this team that have been mentioned in other places. Stamkos, Verhaeghe, Lafreniere, Cirelli. I've seen Tom Wilson on some teams. Hagel, Tavares, Rob Thomas, Zach Hyman still. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do you guys both like Hagel to be on the team?
He probably is going to be on the team.
Probably be on the team where he fits in. Okay. All right.
I have Matt Duchene too.
I know he's having a great year, but Matt Duchene, really?
Yeah. You see some of the goals he's scoring?
He's having
He
an
is
awesome season.
sniping.
I got the forwards here too. He's among the top producing forwards, I think, this year too. Here are the. I didn't have Matt Barzal on there. He's having a nice year. So McKinnon's got 36. Oh, what is this? What is? Oh yeah, that was ice time. So McKinnon's got 38 points. Reinhardt's got 34. Dylan Strome's got 34. Marner's got 33. McDavid has 31. Konechny, you just said that you think he's on there because of the Philly thing. And then Hagel and Duchene. And then Shifley, Crosby, Drake Batherson having a nice year. Marchment, Nick Suzuki, Sam Bennett, 23 points in 24 games. Anthony Cirelli, who they've mentioned. John Tavares is still there. Braden Point. Man.
Konechny's going to be on there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll have to slot Konechny in somewhere.
He's
that
on
gives
the
us
right because he's the right.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're at 10. Is there anybody we haven't mentioned yet that you think could play with McDavid? And if not, we'll just pick our two wingers for McDavid right now to get that out of the way.
I think it's Shifley and Point. Is who's
Shifley on the
McDavid?
left side, Point
Yeah.
on the right side.
right?
Not Reinhardt.
That could work.
Or Reinhardt.
What's that?
That could work. Like
Point and Shifley?
Point and Shifley. I'm just trying to think of players that would complement
Who's the second line center on this team? McKinnon?
Yeah.
McKinnon.
Okay,
Yeah,
I saw him in there. Okay, so where's Sidney
centers?
Crosby
We should
play?
just do centers. Centers are
Yeah.
easy.
Okay,
let's
start
run
there.
down the centers. Start
McDavid,
there.
McKinnon.
Crosby.
Is Crosby a center or is he playing
Center.
with one of the top two
I think
guys?
he's playing as a center.
Yeah?
Get out of town.
I think he's
playing
might
as
play. I think
No, he's playing as a
well,
center.
if he's gonna play, maybe he's a center and McKinnon's on the wing. Like, don't you think McKinnon and Crosby gonna be together?
No.
No, you don't think so?
Really?
I think.
Come
I think
on, they do Tim Hortons commercials together, Cass.
Yeah, come on. No.
They crack
he's
packs.
No, he's going to be the third center. Who's going to be your third? Who's going to be your third? I mean, you guys, listen. We have to agree on this here. So,
I mean, Scheifele's the center. We can make Scheifele your third line center.
Okay, if you want to do that, then
well, no, I don't technically want to do it. I'm just saying he's the center.
How
Huss said he's playing the wing tonight for Winnipeg. But
I just think defensively in the offensive zone, Sidney Crosby is very well suited to play center. Not that some of the other guys aren't, but when have we ever seen Sidney Crosby not play center?
I know.
Ever.
So you want to slot McDavid, McKinnon, Crosby just down the middle.
Down the middle.
So you don't want to see McKinnon and Crosby play together.
Want to see and should have are two different things.
I think they should.
I think they should too.
Whatever. I mean, it's 2-1, so.
But no, we also have to look at other centers.
Well, there's Cirelli. I mean, doesn't.
Well, Matt Duchene plays center. You like to say Scheifele plays center. Sidney Crosby could be on Nathan McKinnon. Yeah. I'm sorry, Cass. You know what? Let's just say the three centers are centers.
Okay.
Let's go from there, okay? And then who's your fourth line center?
Cirelli.
Anthony Cirelli. We like Cirelli. Yeah. Okay. All right, Cirelli. Okay. So now let's work our way down the wings. We got our... Yeah, this is the better way to do it. You're right. This is a good way to do it. All right. On the right side, options on the right side, Point, Reinhart. I mean, those are your top two wingers, right? Would you not think on your right side? On the right side?
Yeah. Is Marner there too?
Oh,
though?
yeah, Mitch Marner.
Marner would be there. Those are your top three.
Top three.
Those are your top three.
But then there's Konechny.
Okay, but
Konechny's
which one of those guys do you think would be best? Oh, yeah.
Again, it's going to be a deep team, guys.
I think Point.
You like Point.
I like
Point.
yeah.
You seem very adamant on this.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. I think as a guy around the net, like Hyman-esque in some ways, goes to the gritty areas of the ice, big pucks out of the corner, get to the front.
That's why I thought Bennett too, just because he's a.
Well, wait, Bennett could still be further down on this. We don't have all 13 guys wrapped up here yet. So McDavid with Point, McKinnon. Where does Reinhart slot in with McKinnon or Crosby?
I'm in with McKinnon.
Think so?
I would have him in with McKinnon.
Okay. All right. So Reinhart goes with McKinnon. So we got 2/3. Let's go to the left side on this top line. Play Scheifele over there on the left side.
Or for Hagee?
Yeah, I'm gonna put in for Hagee with Connor McDavid in the bloody.
Why not? That guy scores like crazy. Yeah, I think Scheifele though. I like Scheifele or Reinhart.
No, Reinhardt's.
Well, Reinhart usually on the right side.
Oh, is he on the right
he
side?
He shoots right, but you play him all over the place. Go Point McDavid Reinhart?
You could go Point McDavid Reinhart.
Yeah, you're going to Point McDavid Reinhart?
Okay.
Okay, so let's just do that. Let's just put Reinhart over there. Okay, that takes Reinhart away from McKinnon. Okay, now we need two wingers for McKinnon. Now, is that where Marner slots in?
I think so.
Marner slot in on the right side with McKinnon. Okay.
I like that.
All right, then who plays left side with McKinnon and Marner?
You put Marchand there?
Well, I was going to say maybe him with Crosby, or is that two old guys?
Two old guys.
Marchand and McKinnon. I mean, he brings something different than Marner.
Yeah.
You could call him.
And they've played together lots at these tournaments, right? So.
Okay.
You could call it the M.
The 3M line.
M&M.
The 3M line. They're
M
sticky.
cubed, yeah.
Bergeron comes back.
Line.
Okay, so now you got old Sidney Crosby here, sitting as your third line center as opposed to on the wing with his good friend Nathan McKinnon. Who plays on the wing with Crosby? Is that Konechny?
Yeah.
Crosby, Konechny, Scheifele?
That's good.
That is pretty good.
We were thinking about Scheifele up on the top line.
Yeah.
So
again,
they're all top
have
lines.
really good lines.
could play Hagel with Crosby.
You could put Hagel there. I actually don't mind that Hagel there.
I mean, you could also play Hagel with Cirelli. They were teammates.
That's true.
That's where, that's where I have them. I have Cirelli and Hagel together.
Okay. That's fair. Yeah, I like
all right.
that.
So then if we like Scheifele on this team, Scheifele's got to be on Sidney Crosby's line.
Yeah, there you go. Throw him on the left.
Okay.
And then Konechny on the right.
Konechny on the right.
Oh, what a line.
And now we need a fourth line right winger and a 13th forward.
Well, it's
any names that we missed?
Lafreniere is having a nice year, but can he play the right?
Yeah, and on the fourth, This is where Gazdic had Tom Wilson slotted in on the line with Hagel and Cirelli. Cass, do you think they need
no?
He's like at 19 points in 24 games.
Yeah, he's having a real nice
Somebody
season.
said, what about if the U.S. if the Kachucks start running around?
But
you get Tommy Wilson. Can you imagine Kachuk Wilson fight at the Four Nations?
That would be awesome.
My God.
It's not going to happen, but that'd be awesome.
I like that Wilson pick. Just a little
edge.
Yeah. Just to keep everyone honest.
Yeah.
You know?
What about Matt Barzal?
Hasn't he been banged up?
He has missed some time. You know what? Ugh. I'm just looking at this line with Cirelli and Hagel, and you throw Sam Bennett on that line.
See, that's
that's a line that could cause a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Sorry to swear, but
You say like Wilson.
no, I'm saying like
Bennett.
or
Cirelli,
No, I
Hagel.
like Hagel on the team. Hagel, Cirelli, and Bennett.
And Bennett. Yeah. Because that, he keeps you honest, too.
That's a rat line.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Not a classic rat, but like that's
No, but in a modern day
that's
game,
a modern rat.
That's
line.
Ratatouille.
Yeah.
I haven't heard Sam Bennett's name pop up too much. He's having a decent year though. It's got 23 points in 24 games. But he'll go out and throw some. He'll throw his weight
He'll
around.
throw some big hits if someone's not looking. Yeah.
Okay, then who's the 13th forward on this team?
Drew Doughty.
If you guys had your way, yeah, he'd also be the third goalie. He can do everything. Yeah. That's what they're not telling. He's retraining. Yeah, he's not actually injured. He's just practicing as a goalie.
13th forward. Gager, what other names did you have that we didn't get?
Lafreniere would be on there for me as a potential.
Duchesne.
You like Duchesne.
I think.
Duchesne's got 28 points in 24 games, plus 13.
I think it's Duchesne, man.
Now, where do we come out on mixing in a younger guy as the 13th?
That's the Olympics' problem next year.
Doesn't matter. Let's you worry about that next year so guys aren't experienced or whatever.
Yeah. Light the fire.
Cass? Nick Suzuki?
I like Suzuki. Is he ready for that?
Point per game guy. I mean, he's his 13th forward.
Yeah.
Point per game guy.
So here's my
himself.
thing: is you have guys that aren't playing. Like you have a lot of centermen on this team already, and rightfully so. If you have players playing,
You got some guys
spots,
on the wing who can play center.
You got some guys in the wing that can play center or do play center. So I'm just kind of trying to think like, okay, do you want Suzuki? Does he slide in there? I don't know. I don't know. I said his name already, but I kind of like Lafreniere might make sense as the extra guy.
Yeah. I'm just looking at his line. His line this year. He's 17 points in 24 games. He's minus 11.
Yeah.
He's on a Rangers team that's in a full-blown free fall right now.
So is it his fault?
No, not well. I mean, he's minus 11.
Dusty, why do you hate his guts?
Well, because he's not Finnish, obviously.
No, speaking of plot twists,
Yeah,
I want
this is great.
Jesse Puljujärvi renounces his Finnish citizenship and becomes a Canadian.
Hey,
and
he is the 13th forward for life.
Yeah.
If anybody can smile and play that role, I guess
The Kachuk's mom is Canadian. Maybe they'll get dual citizenship.
I don't know who to throw in this 13 spot here.
I like Lafreniere.
It could be Mark Stone.
Well,
It could be Mark Stone.
He's banged up. But
that would be a good pick. If he's healthy, that's a no-brainer that you have Stone.
I'm gonna.
You think so?
Maybe. I'm gonna throw a name. Robert Thomas.
You know what?
Ooh.
I was wondering right here. He's the last guy put on this list, Robbie Thomas. Because it's like all the guys speak very highly of him all the time. Like
he could be a guy they could slot in there.
Yeah.
What about Dylan Holloway?
He's having a year.
What's the has Thomas been hurt this year?
I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. I gotta look.
Yeah, he's only played 13 games.
Okay, so he's been banged up
So
too.
I don't know if he's recently hurt or if he
Jake DeBrusk coming off a big hat trick. I don't know.
Yeah, if Mark Stone is healthy, he'd be on this team.
Yeah.
Should we just put him in as the 13th forward?
I think so.
And then it's one of those things like if he's healthy, he probably slots in ahead of Bennett or something. And
Yeah.
Cass, you okay with that? Mark Stone?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see how long he's out. All right, so here we go. I still got hired or fired we'll get to. This is timing out pretty well. So here's our consensus. 2 guys and a
Mostly
goalie.
consensus.
Team Canada. Majority.
Majority. There we go.
Not consensus, majority.
Yeah, majority.
Jordan Binnington, Aiden Hill, Marc-Andre Fleury.
/ Drew Doughty.
Well, I didn't get Drew Doughty on this team. I tried.
Right.
The blue line, I think, is where I'm most pleased with what we put together.
Oh, that's good.
Taves, Makar, Theodore Pietrangelo, Morrissey, and Uyghur. Sanheim is your 7th.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And then McDavid with Point and Reinhardt. McKinnon with Marner and Marchand, even though Gage and I do like the idea of Sidney Crosby playing center with McKinnon on his right side. Crosby between Konechny and Scheifele. Cirelli with Hagel and Bennett, and then Stone as your 13th forward.
I like it. I'm pretty solid, except that we don't have Drew Doughty as the number one center.
You know what's going to be happening? He's going to be back for a month before this thing. He's going to be playing 26 minutes a night. And people are going to be like, how's this guy not on this team? It's going to happen. We got Mackenzie Bloody Weegar on this team and healthy Drew Doughty's not on the roster. All right, there you go. What do you think? 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. Waddy and Cloverdale, they confirmed that Robert Thomas just came back.
Okay.
These rosters will come out tomorrow, so we'll see how close we were. That should be a lot of fun. Let's get to Hire It or Fire It for GS Construction, the presenting sponsor of Two Guys and a Goalie. Let's start here. This comes off the button question, and I think I know what your answer is going to be because it sort of already came up on the show today, but Evan Bouchard is liked more out of the market than in the market. Hire it or fire it?
Hire it.
Hire it.
Think so?
Yeah, people. I mean, Edmonton Oilers fans, and we love them. We love them. That's the reason we have the show. That's the reason we exist. That's the reason we love talking to you. We love hearing from you. But they're also very fickle at times. And generally, there's one or two players that draw the ire consistently more than others, oftentimes deservedly so. And I think outside the market, he probably gets more respect than he does inside. Yeah,
I think so.
One of the most fun things I do is to go into a hole-in-the-wall bar, like sports bar, and when a game's going on, and just sit
listen?
there and listen.
Some of the conversations.
God,
some of the conversations.
That is a great idea.
It is so awesome, man. I was chuckling to myself, and actually I felt bad because one of the guys was looking at and was like, gave me the stink eye because I was chuckling at what they said, and I said, "Oh shoot, I hope he doesn't." But it was great. Their theories of things, and Boosh was probably the tip of the iceberg of the topics of what they were discussing, but it was fantastic.
That is a good one. Kasperi Kapanen will be the odd man out when this roster is healthy pre-Evander Kane.
Keep it.
Hire it.
Hire it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hire it. Unfortunately, I don't think it, unless he goes completely ballistic.
If they run 12 and they send Kajula down, he technically could still be in the line.
Yeah.
No, because I'm talking Arvidsson and there would be an odd man out.
No, he's the odd guy out. You got to hire it. Like,
does he get picked? What if he goes crazy here and has 6 points or whatever?
well, but if he goes crazy, you might not pull him out of the lineup. But most likely,
Are you saying if
he's
he
the
goes
guy.
crazy, will he get claimed off waivers?
Yeah.
well, they don't. Will they have to send him down though?
No, it would all depend on how much cap space they want to accrue
Yeah.
to carry a 13th forward.
Yeah.
So, McLaren will be the team to beat in Formula One next season. Hire it or fire it.
Ooh, good one.
You want to say Ferrari with Lewis, don't you? Or you still got to say Red Bull?
I think I'm gonna hire it. I think they will be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fire it, Haas.
Zach, did you even laugh at that one a little bit?
He did.
Zach, you get the Formula One.
Yeah.
That's, I love when Zach went like. Mark Killam will lead the Elks to the postseason in his first season as head coach. Hire it or fire it.
Hire it because it's a good story. So yes,
It would be a great story.
Be a great story. Let's see it.
Oh, please hire it.
Oh, I would love that.
He looks scary. He looks intimidating.
look
doesn't he?
scary. I love it.
He better not shave or cut his hair or anything because he's a head coach now. Like,
So he's John Wick. He's the John Wick of coaches.
oh, John Wick, that's good. I've described him as the Jon Snow.
Oh,
Right, Tales of the
Wick,
North style.
Snow,
Like,
whatever.
he definitely has that going. Lishi texts in and says, "Guys, Morrissey Sanheim would be a filthy pairing."
That could be pretty
That's
filthy.
something you could do with those two guys
Yeah.
on the on it as well. So, Rip City Step says, "Guys, Kapanen's dad played defense and wing later in his career. He did play. Remember they had Sammy Kapanen
Yeah.
on defense there for a bit."
I had to watch the Darcy Tucker hit on him when he looked like Bambi on the ice.
That was bad.
Tucker
I
just
remember
kill
that. That was bad.
Let me bring that up.
Yeah.
right now.
It's like it's one where it's like you just want to be like, just stay down. Like, just stay down.
Hitch got on the ice and was like holding him up, like from when he was sitting on the bench.
You know
too.
what? You type in Darcy Tucker, the first thing that pops up is hit Sammy Kapanen.
Yeah.
My God.
Wait
I'm
till
gonna
you
pull
see
it up
this.
too.
Oh, I think I remember this one.
Yeah. It's it comes right here. Kaboom.
Oh, man. He can't even get up, can he?
No. Because then they keep it playing and then they'll show the him trying to get to the bench.
Oh, this is good because it says Tucker rocks Kapanen, but moments later, Roenick eliminates Leafs. Ouch. That's a big hit.
See, Hitch is actually on the ice telling him to get
get him off. Get off.
And right here, they show here, watch. When he tries to,
just stay down. I get that's so bad.
He was trying to skate on his outside edges moving forward.
Not easy. All right, that's going to do it for Two Guys and a Goalie today. Fun experiment putting together Team Canada. I think we'll be close on a lot of them.
We'll be close.
Probably miss
Could be
one
some
or two
surprises,
or whatever.
but,
But
yep.
looking forward to seeing these rosters finally announced tomorrow. Cash, you're looking terrific today
Thanks,
with the tie
buddy.
and stuff, man.
GM Garby's on point.
It's a modern measuring, guys. They're helping out.
Fashion power rankings, Cass, Gage, or me. It looks pretty good. That's going to do it for Two Guys and a Goalie. Gage, what's on your show today?
No idea, but stay tuned.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Actually, we're going to go over obviously the game tonight, little bit of what happened yesterday, and then and we're going to start talking about obviously Team Canada.
Yeah, perfect. All right, EST Afternoons coming up here at 1 o'clock on Edmonton Sports Talk with Hernan Salz and Joaquin Gage. Two Guys and a Goalie presented to you by GS Construction. Cass, have a good vacation, buddy.
I will.
We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
For Matt Kassian, Joaquin Gage, I'm Dustin Nielson. Thank you very much for checking out Two Guys and a Goalie. I'll talk to you on the Nielson Show tomorrow morning.